G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jarrad HD here. Welcome to the second episode in the FIFA 15 demo team reviews. Today we're going to be focusing on Manchester City since you guys did recommend them the most. Make sure if you want me to review a specific team that you leave them in the comment section down below. As always, we are going to be coming up against Chelsea, and this is the lineup we are playing. It is a 4-4-2 formation, pretty damn simple, but it is pretty damn effective with the type of players that Manchester City do have. I can still not get over these graphics and the cinematics that the game does have. It's absolutely nuts. But as we push on down the 21st minute, it is going to be David Silva rocketing a shot off the crossbar there, and I feel that the ball seems to be hitting the crossbar a hell of a lot in this game. Unfortunately though, Diego Costa cannot hit the crossbar, unfortunately. He gets it into the bottom left hand corner of the net to give Chelsea a 1-0 advantage, and there was not much Joe Hart could do about that. He was actually fairly decent, Joe Hart, but Diego Costa, I can't wait to use him. He looks like he's going to be an absolute gun. As look at that freaking header there from David Silva to get us all tied up here at Anfield, 1-1, and just I'm going to show you a billion replays of this, but just look at the freaking animation that David Silva uses when he goes to the header. He like just throws himself backwards and it just looks so sick. Just look at that. That is absolutely crazy. Some of the new animations that EA have implemented into this game, holy shit, they're blowing my mind away. So I could not believe that. And that goalkeeping save there from Joe Hart, that was decent. He is a very decent keeper on this game. In FIFA 14, I did not rate him too much at all, ability wise in the game, but this year, from what I have seen, he is a half decent keeper, a lot better than last year, but poor defense there results in me going down 2-1 against Chelsea in the 67th minute. Just poor defense on my behalf. I'm not the greatest defender when it comes to FIFA. You would know that if you have been subscribed around here for a long time. Speaking of subscribing, if you are new around here, make sure that you subscribe for more FIFA 15 content every single day of the week, as Yaya Toure there scores a very, very nice goal to tie things up at 2 goals apiece, and that celebration is absolutely sick, running at the corner post and kicking it down like a boss, Yaya Toure. I was very happy when I put that one in the back of the net. Petr Cech didn't really stand a chance, and Yaya Toure, he seems a lot better this year than he did in FIFA 14, but the game finishes at a 2-2 draw, and we're going to be heading to extra time. Diego Costa getting a double for Chelsea, and as you are going to see, absolutely nothing happened in extra time, and we are going to be off to penalties. The first time that I have been in a penalty shootout on FIFA 15, and I'm not going to lie, I was very surprised to see the new changes in the penalty shootouts, in the penalty system of FIFA 15. New scoreboards, new everything is just new look, and I really like it how the back of the net just lifts up when the ball hits the back of the net. Just watch it whenever it hits it, and there's so many good new animations and so many, there's so many crazy stuff with the game. A very nice save there from Joe Hart, but just watch the back of the net move up when Yaya Toure hits it. It's a nice shot there from Yaya Toure. But I'm just loving this game, guys. I know I've said it 100 million times so far this episode, or this video, but it's been absolutely nuts. And another great save there from Joe Hart. The animation, oh, so sexy. I'm just freaking going nuts over these animations. And that is a sick shooting animation from Sami Nasri to put us up 3-0 in the penalty shootout. But Oscar here, the Brazilian, gets a little bit of consolation there for Chelsea, making it 3-1. As David Silva's going to step up, he's going to put it straight down the right-hand side, and he gives us the victory on penalty shootout. 4-1 penalty shootout victory. And that is absolutely awesome stuff. Look at the wear and tear on the pitch, and look at the wear and tear of the players. But we are now going to move on to the review side of things. You have seen the gameplay, and we are now going to dissect Manchester City. So I do have a few points written down here. So as always, we are going to be talking about them individually, then their strengths, their weaknesses, and their key players. So we're going to start off here talking about the goalkeeper, Joe Hart. He was actually very decent, as I mentioned a number of times in the video. I would have to give him a 7 out of 10. Just like ter Stegen, he was a very decent keeper and could be very overpowered this year. The defense, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It wasn't anything special, but I was still very impressed with it. Company was very decent. Di Michaelis, not too great. Clichy, not as good as FIFA 14 from what I used him for. And then, who do I have right back? I think I might have... Yeah, I had Zabaleta in right back, but he didn't really get much of a go. Midfield was very impressive. David Silva and Yaya Toure, very good players on this year's FIFA. Definitely would recommend picking them up from what I've seen so far. So I'm going to give the midfield an 8 out of 10. And the attacking line, I did have Dzeko and Aguero, but towards the end of the match I did bring on Jovetic, I believe. So I'm going to give the attacking line a 7 out of 10. Aguero was decent. Dzeko wasn't good at all in my opinion, and Jovetic, from the little brief time I used him, was alright. So 7 out of 10 for the attack. We're going to move on now to the strengths of Manchester City. The first one I'd like to speak about was Joe Hart. He was very decent on the game, as I've already mentioned. Won't get into that topic too much. Yaya Toure, as I said when he scored that goal, Toure feels a lot improved from his FIFA 14 player card, I suppose you could say, to his FIFA 15 one. In FIFA 14 he was a very disappointing player, 86 overall, and whenever I used him, wasn't much of an impact player. But in that one game I played this morning, he was very decent. And then the team overall is very, very consistent, so that's definitely a big plus to Manchester City. The weaknesses I like to talk about is that Dzeko felt sluggish, and that is basically the only weakness with this Manchester City side. So the 4 key players, well, for some teams I'm going to have freaking 11 players as the key players, for some might not even have any, but for Manchester City there were 4 key players, 4 really decent players in their team. You guys can probably guess it, it's Joe Hart, Vincent Kompany, David Silva, and Yaya Toure. Very, very good stuff. So if I had to give Manchester City a team rating out of 10, I would give them a 7.5. That's still better than I gave Barcelona, but only a little bit, because I feel they're on the same type of levels. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that like button. The first episode hit 50 likes, so if we can hit 40 likes, that would be nuts. Make sure that you subscribe if you are new around here. I'm pretty sure that the FIFA 15 web app is coming out, or it's going live tomorrow night in about 24 hours. Might be less, might be more, depending when you're watching it. So hopefully I can get my Road to Glory series started then. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter at JarradHD if you already aren't. But most importantly, lads, have a great day. It's been Jarrad HD here. I'm out. Peace.